Welcome to the Art Lady channel. Today I'm with some kindergarten students and they are 4 years old and 5 years old. This is the beginning of the school year and some of them have not turned 5 yet. So this project is great for younger students. We're going to be doing what's called a draw along lesson. And that means that I draw something first and you look at it very carefully and then you do it after I stop drawing, okay? And I'm going to do parts of it, one step at a time. So I want you to think very, very carefully. We're going to be making this picture, and then afterwards you can paint it in or color it in with oil pastels or crayons. Today's children are going to be using paint because the art lady here loves paint. Don't we love paint? And we love, all my little kindergarten friends love paint. So we're going to be painting it. But it's up to you what you're going to put into your picture. But I had them choose a background color that they would like. And again, this is going to be a simplified version of this. Here's a background color with blue. It changes the look and effect. And here's a background color here with dark purple. And we also have the kids, I gave them a choice of a really dark blue as well. We're going to first start off with a little friend at the top of the page here. So I want everybody right now with their fingers to find the top of their page, just like me, and put their finger in the very center. Below their finger, we're going to do a straight line. Look at that. It's bigger than my finger, isn't it? So you go ahead and do it with me. A straight line bigger than your finger. Now we're just going to simply slide down, slide it down, slide it down. And I'm just sliding down a little ways. I'm going to put a little dot right here in the very center of this bump. And then from here, I'm going to go out and back. Do you know what we're forming? The bird and the bird's beak. The next step, we're going to go, see where the eyeball is? I'm going to go down and around. Kind of like, let's see what letter that could be. Kind of like a U shape, but I didn't finish the whole U, did I? I'm going to do another U shape again underneath this, down and up. Now that's almost the full U, isn't it? And then I'm going to come back to the beak. And on the beak, I'm going to go in a little and then back out and connect the lines. So from the beak, I went into the bird a little bit and then back out. That's so I don't have a straight line here. And then I'm going to draw a small letter U here. So I'm going to come from this end here. I'm going to go down and up, just a little bit up. It's kind of like a backwards J. And this is going to form the little flip area for the tail. And then you can make some tail feathers here. We're going to come diagonally down, diagonally up. And that's where you'll put your feathers in. And we're going to go diagonally out, diagonally out. Now, you know what's fun? You could even glue on some real feathers after you're all done. I love using feathers on my artwork. Okay, we have our bird body now. This is forming the wing here. And we're going to do 2 sticks coming down the center here. 1, 2, and it kind of forms the number 11. If I didn't have this top on, look at that. Number 11. And then we're going to add the pumpkin stem. Straight line. And down. I'm now jumping over toward the bird's feet. See where I did this? Yeah. And I'm going to put another little tiny one this way. A tiny one. I don't connect this line. That's not connecting. And now I'm going to go across. And in a line that is across, look at this. Straight across is called horizontal. Can you say horizontal? Horizontal. So that's a horizontal line. And now I'm going to connect the two lines. Straight up and connect them. That's forming the pumpkin stem. And I'm going to connect this with a curve down. Start here, curve down and up. Now, are you ready for the pumpkin? Yeah. Let's skip a little space and we're going to go down straight. Number one. And go all the way down almost to the bottom of the page. That's way near your tummy. Check your line and make sure you did it really long, because I want this pumpkin to be a giant pumpkin. When you go to pumpkin patches, don't you want to get the biggest pumpkin? Yeah. Yeah. All right. How about this? Now we're going to go, watch this. I'm going to come to this side. I'm going to come a little bit near the edge of my page, about a few fingers over, and I'm going to put a... Well, let's start doing this. I think this will be easier. Let's come over, kind of over and curving. And then I'm going to curve round and come right back down here. Curve round. This is a gigantic letter what? C. And then I'm going to do, from this side, I'm going to come out a little bit. And I'm going to curve round, down, and slowly. It's kind of like you're driving a car. Drive slow, because you want to drive slow and meet this edge right here, this line where this line ends. So go down and around, slow and meet. Now we want to put the pumpkin, see these things? These are the grooves in the pumpkin. As the pumpkin grows and forms, pumpkin is a gourd. It's a type of a squash, and it grows, it's like a gourd actually, and it's a type of a squash, and it grows and grows, and it leaves these little grooves and bumps on your pumpkins. So let's put some of those details of our pumpkins in. So we're starting at the top stem. Now watch me first. I'm going to do a few of them and then you do it. I start at the pumpkin stem and I'm making smaller C's now, look. And then I'm going all the way to the bottom. Watch me again. Start at the pumpkin stem. It's a C curve. Go slow like you're driving a car. And I'm trying to keep these equal distance apart. Then I'm going to do my other side. So watch. Start at your pumpkin stem. See? Start at the pumpkin stem. And that forms the round grooves in the pumpkin. And it helps make the pumpkin look more three-dimensional instead of very flat. Okay, now you can put your pumpkin grooves in. You can paint, like I was telling you, you can paint this pumpkin. This pumpkin, if you're doing it on colored paper, looks real good with chalk too. And you can even do lots of values in here with chalk. And values are different colors. Look what I did here. I put orange. I started with orange paint first, and then I did some red and lighter values. Okay, now we're going to do some of these curly Q vines. Look at the vines. Now the vines, a pumpkin grows on a vine. And it takes all summer to grow. Now if you're in the southern states like we are, it takes all winter to grow. But the vines come off of here. You can come off this here. And actually it would really come off of here. But we'll just have it come off the pumpkin here. And come out. So find an area. You can even make it, if you want it still on the pumpkin patch, you can come off of the stem here. Like that Charlie Brown show. You know that Charlie Brown pumpkin patch movie? I love that. You could be like Linus and Lucy sitting in the pumpkin patch. Okay, now we're going to go up, over, back down, over, we're making a spiral, but it's an angular spiral. Over, up, over, back down. Now, if you want to make it a curly spiral, come out from the pumpkin, up, then go round, make it big and round and round and round. But whatever way you want to make your spirals, if this is easier for you, you want them to match. Do my spirals match? No. But if you're going to make spirals, have them kind of match. If this is more angular, then keep them all angular because it's from the same family, the same vine family. Same thing with this one. This is more like rectangles, but they all match. If you're going to do curlicues, then all of them will be curlicues. I just wanted to show you the two ways. Now you can add pumpkin leaves. Come on down. And this is a simple way to make a leaf. It doesn't look exactly like a real pumpkin leaf. I'm going to show you a very simple way of making a leaf though. And then you're going to start, this would be the stem of the leaf. Then I'm going to come out and curve it back to the tip of the leaf. Come over on this side, curve it out and back to the tip. Those are big fat leaves. And you can add leaves wherever you want. Just make your line and then you put in the leaves. If you want to make more curlicues up here, you can. Add more leaves. It'll just fill up your space. And that's how you make a simple bird or friend sitting on the pumpkin. Now, you can add little feathers on the top of his head if you want to enhance your bird. You can add pattern around his eyes. However you want to decorate. Maybe you want big tail feathers. However you want to decorate your bird, you can decorate him. If you want his little beak opened, caw, caw. There you go. So you decorate and you have fun with your pumpkin in the pumpkin patch.